Palestine Action. Now, of course, they went and disrupted an airline. But what's really, really worrying is that they are set to become a proscribed terrorist organisation. I'm going to read out a statement quickly from the BBC. The Home Secretary will move to proscribe Palestine Action Group in the coming weeks, effectively branding them as a terrorist organisation, the BBC understands. Yvette Cooper is preparing a written statement to put before Parliament on Monday, which, if passed, will make becoming a member of the group illegal. The decision comes as a security review begins at military bases across the UK after pro-Palestinian activists broke into RAF Brize Norton in Oxfordshire and sprayed 2 military planes with red paint. So you see there, you spray some planes with paint and you're now going to be a prescribed terrorist organisation. Sarah, I just want to get a quick comment from you on that. I mean, it's wild. People standing against genocide. No one's harmed anyone. No one's calling for any violence. And yet, as of Monday, it could be that they are officially a terrorist organization.
Yeah, I mean, Palestine Action's mission isn't hidden or obscure. Like, they have been pretty direct and they've been pretty consistent in that. And that is to disrupt the multi-billion-pound industry when it comes to the British arms supply chain, to the violence in Gaza, in Yemen and elsewhere. They are shining light on the companies that are complicit in this. And they're not isolated radicals. I'm just going to put that out there. I think their actions echo broader global movements, and I think this has to sit within with the historical foregrounding. Like, if you, sorry, where they are trying to be anti-apartheid, basically. And I think by slapping the terrorist label on them, the government isn't actually protecting us. I think it's protecting corporate profits, state repression. So I think that there are better ways to go about this. Because the real danger here, let's be so for real, the real danger here is not red paint. It's a society where state critique is criminalized and where speaking out against genocide equates to extremism. That's the world they're building here. And if we stay silent, they'll absolutely finish it.
Yeah, it makes me so angry because you talk about red paint. And what about the red paint of blood that's been spilled in Gaza of Palestinian children? Right? Remember, 50% of Gaza are children. And that's what Israel's doing. It's what we're doing. It's what America is doing because we're giving them the weapons to do so. We're making cover for them. And yet, no, you're a terrorist if you put a bit of paint on some metal. It really, really disgusts me. And it clearly shows the authoritarian nature of Keir Starmer. But this wouldn't just be happening under Keir Starmer. Any government, the same would happen. Because you're absolutely right. It's about defending colonialism. It's about defending corporate interests. And it's about defending genocide. And look, we slap the term terrorism on pretty much everything these days. And it's such a broad meaning. What does it mean anymore? But I mean, I was, maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I thought terrorism was basically the idea that you could spread ideas through violence and fear, and usually those ideas are with violent intent. But doing a bit of spray painting because, you know, a literal genocide is going on, it's absolutely disgusting.
It's mind-boggling, and actually it's deeply dangerous, to be honest. I do think it needs to be contextualized historically. I don't know if anyone remembers, like, the Filton 18 case, like in 2024, when there were 18 Palestine Action supporters who targeted the systems factory in Bristol, and they were arrested under terrorism laws as well, but not for violence, but for property damage. So families, there were the mainstream media and even Amnesty actually sounded the alarm, and they were just kind of like, this isn't extremism. We could regard it as civil disobedience, but yet the state kind of just doubled down, ignoring any legal protections and apparently, like, coordinating with the Israeli embassy. So I don't think that there is. It kind of makes you feel a bit hopeless because, like you said, they're activists using paint and glue and direct action tactics.
But it's obviously, sorry to cut you off, but it's obviously about sending a message, isn't it? It's the act in itself is not violent. It doesn't warrant you being put on a terrorist watch list or a prescribed organization. But if they don't do anything about it, they're worried that people are going to get ideas. And I tell you what, you can disagree with many things in the UK specifically, but one thing they do not like you to do is disagree on their foreign policy, because you're not just disagreeing with the UK, you're disagreeing with Washington. And there is such a powerful lobby to keep the establishment foreign policy intact. And this is another example of it.
Support independent media, support social justice that's there on social media. Thank you. Turn left.